The Negeri Sembilan state election campaign has begun with Barisan Nasional's decision to forge an electoral pact, with Perikatan Nasional drawing criticism from several Pakatan Harapan leaders. Meanwhile, PKR's Petaling Jaya MP said he no longer sees the spirit of Reformasi alive within Pakatan Harapan. Stay tuned for more on KiniNews. PKR's Chung has shared his thoughts on change and reform in Pakatan Harapan. His latest remarks also hint that Parti Bersama Malaysia could become a new home for reformist ideals.
In a post on Facebook, Lee shared a photo of himself attending an appreciation event for Johor state election volunteers at the Bersama headquarters in Puchong yesterday. He said he attended the event because he could no longer see the Reformasi spirits within Harapan, despite it being the coalition's core message in the past. He added that he believes the spirits born from the Rakyat will not die. It will keep searching for a new vehicle, a new stage, and leadership that is truly brave enough to fight for it. The Petaling Jaya MP stated that he was present to seek, meet, and stand together with those who still believe that reform is not merely an election slogan, but a mandate that must be fulfilled. He also listed several issues leading to his disappointment with the administration led by PKR President and Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim, including delays in the Dewan Rakyat over several reform measures. Last month, Lee tendered his resignation as a member of PKR's Central Leadership Council after he became the second PKR lawmaker to lose access to the MyCast portal. Lee and fellow PKR MP Wong Chen have claimed the move may be linked to their support for former Deputy President Rafizi Ramli. Rafizi now co-leads Parti Bersama Malaysia with former PKR Vice President Nik Nazmi Nik Ahmad.
BN's cooperation with Perikatan Nasional in the Negeri Sembilan election has prompted calls for Pakatan Harapan to review its ties with the coalition in Selangor.
In a statement today, Selangor PKR Youth Deputy Chief Shahrul Adnan said BN's move indicated that it was willing to set aside the spirits of the unity government when facing elections. He stressed that political cooperation must be built on mutual respect, trust and commitment. It should not change according to election cycles or current political interests. Shahrul added that if BN could cooperate with PN against Harapan in Negeri Sembilan, then Harapan also had the right to reassess its partnership with BN. With this, he urged Selangor Harapan to review its political cooperation with BN based on current political realities. He said the review should consider whether the alliance remained beneficial to the coalition and aligned with the aspirations of its supporters and the people of Selangor. Yesterday, Harapan Youth had called on all BN ministers and deputy ministers to resign over the matter. They cited BN chairperson Ahmad Zahid Hamidi's remarks that the Negeri Sembilan Pact was a test of Malay unity for future cooperation in GE16, arguing that this showed BN was ungrateful for the trust and positions given to it by Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim in the coalition government.
Meanwhile, UMNO Secretary-General Ashraf Washti Dusuki said BN will honor its commitment to support the unity government at the federal level until the end of its term. However, he stressed that BN retains the right to chart its own political course at the state level despite being part of the federal coalition.
His remarks come amid growing tensions between Pakatan Harapan and BN following the latter's decision to enter into an electoral pact with Perikatan Nasional in the Negeri Sembilan state election. In a social media post, Ashraf said that, as in Johor, BN has the right to determine the form of political cooperation it considers appropriate at the state level. Meanwhile, former UMNO Youth Chief Khairi Jamaluddin has hinted at emulating the formula in Selangor, which he said has a similar voter demographic to Negeri Sembilan. He was quoted as saying by Sinar Harian that if the Malay votes are solid, they can also win Selangor. However, Khairi said any such cooperation would depend on the performance of the BN-PN alliance in the Negeri Sembilan polls, as well as further discussions between the two coalition's leaders. At the federal level, Khairi said the BN-PN electoral pact in Negeri Sembilan signaled that there is something wrong in the relationship between parties in Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim's unity government. He added that BN did not need to leave the unity government, as maintaining political stability until the next general election should remain the priority. From now on, you can also listen to KiniNews on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Scan the QR code on the screen to follow us.
Still on the Negeri Sembilan polls, yesterday, Anwar had cautioned ministers, deputy ministers and federal agency heads taking part in the election against attacking one another. He said they were free to debate state issues but should quit if they want to start attacking their partners in the federal government. This came following discussions with Deputy Prime Ministers Ahmad Zahid Hamidi and Fadila Yusuf.
Kita ingatkan calon-calon, terutama yang pegang jawatan menteri atau timbalan menteri atau memegang mana-mana agensi, dia boleh bertarung dalam isu-isu negeri. Kalau dia dekat persekutuan, kalau dia pegang jawatan di peringkat persekutuan, kemudian dia tak boleh umpamanya serang, menjadikan ini sebagai satu medan politik menyanggah, kerana dia kena jaga juga disiplin dia. Kalau dia pilih nak buat begitu, dia harus undur daripada jawatan dia sebagai menteri atau timbalan menteri atau pemegang agensi. Ya, tak kira lah mana-mana bawah Felda, bawah saya ataupun Mara ataupun Rizda, mana-mana agensi lah ya. Kita kena jaga supaya jangan langgar. Itu kerana kalau ada pelanggaran itu, saya akan minta mereka undur. Setakat ini kita minta mereka kawal supaya hubungan kita di peringkat persekutuan dan mungkin negeri macam negeri Perak itu kekal baik, supaya kerja boleh dijalankan, dan biarlah kita kawal kalau ada pertarungan pun di peringkat negeri.
UMNO Youth Chief Dr. Ahmad Saleh said he is prepared to resubmit his resignation as a Melaka Executive Councillor. However, he said he would do so only if Housing and Local Government Minister Nga Korming also resigns.
The statement came about a week after Akmal claimed that the Melaka Constitution prevented him from resigning because the state's governor, Ali Rustam, had not assented to his resignation, a claim that Malaysia Kini later debunked.
Yang kedua, saya cabar mantan speaker daripada DAP. Teng nama dia. Saya terima cabaran kamu untuk saya letak jawatan, surat letak jawatan sekali lagi. Tapi dengan satu syarat. Syaratnya apa? Syaratnya minta Nga Komeng hantar bersekali dengan surat letak jawatan saya hantar.
Akmal made the remarks in response to comments by former DAP leader Teng Chang Kim. Meanwhile, the challenge to Nga stems from the DAP deputy chairperson saying he would resign as minister if BN wins big in the Johor state election, and former Prime Minister Najib Abdul Razak is released from prison. During his speech, Akmal also issued a challenge to Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim to sack all BN ministers and deputy ministers. This is after Pakatan Harapan Youth urged the BN office holders to quit over their pact with Pakatan National in the Negeri Sembilan state election.
Spain have been crowned as the FIFA World Cup champions after defeating defending champions Argentina 1-0 in the final. Ferran Torres scored a decisive goal in extra time to seal victory for Spain.
This is the second time that Spain has won, with its previous triumph in South Africa in 2010. Argentina, meanwhile, missed out on the chance to retain the trophy they won in Qatar in 2022. For individual awards, France forward Kylian Mbappe made history by becoming the first player to win the World Cup Golden Boot twice. Mbappe finished the tournament as the leading scorer with 10 goals in 8 matches, ahead of Argentina captain Lionel Messi, who scored 8 goals. Spain claimed the remaining major individual honors, with its captain Rodri winning the Golden Ball as the tournament's best player. Messi was awarded the silver ball, while Mbappe received the bronze ball. Spain goalkeeper Unai Simon won the Golden Glove after conceding just 1 goal in 8 matches during the tournament.
And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, X, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm John. Thanks for watching.